Hey guys, Nate here. Today our matchup is Shanks versus Blue Yellow Nami. The Blue Yellow Nami player is Steak Frank. He's been on the channel before. Most recently, he had a Decklist video showing off this Blue Yellow Nami deck that he used to get top 64 at Nationals in Dallas. So he's a really great player. In this game, I won dice roll, chose to go second, but I am going to mulligan. That hand I had before was not very good. This one is decent. He passed turn one, so now it's on to my turn. I'm just going to tap one, play out the Uta, and then I'm going to search top five. So let's see what I get. I'll probably take the 2K here. Yeah, I'm going to take the Hongo because I already have the 4-drop Shanks in hand. So I need a little bit more counter. I'll pass back to my opponent here. He's on 3 Dawn. He's probably just going to swing 8 at life. Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. And then he's going to use leader ability because I took life and he has 7 or less cards in hand to draw a card. On to my turn now. He's going to use leader ability on my 5 swing. And then I'm just going to drop down the 4-drop Shanks and then pass back to him. Nami does have a lot of ways to deal with 4 cost. So I'm expecting this Shanks to probably not stay on the board this turn. If he does, then I count that as a win. But most likely he'll get bounced or KO'd. So it looks like he's going to rest 2 Dawn. So it's probably a Zeus or a Nojiko. And it is a Nojiko. So he bounces the Shanks to my hand. And then he's just going to swing at life. So I'm going to use leader ability and then counter out because I don't want to be hit with a pudding coming up. So I want to cut my hand size down a little bit. So that's why I countered out there. I'm going to go ahead and swing 5 at life. Use counter and then I'm going to play out this new 6-drop law. Thankfully, this 6-drop law has removal protection, so it will survive until the next turn. So on his 7 Dawn turn, he has a lot of different options here. He could play out like a Kuma, an Odin, a 6-drop Boa, or a number of different things. So there's a lot of different things he could play out here. Looks like he's going to start with a 6 at life. Probably want to counter this one. So I'll use leader ability, and then I got to decide what I'm going to trash. I'll trash the Lucky Roo. And then he's going to play out the Kuma, so he'll trash one and heal. That Kuma is a really good card because it's going to stick on the board unless I want to heal him to get rid of it. Or if I use a Beckman to get rid of it with some minus effects. So on to my 8 Dawn turn. I don't have a lot to play this turn, unfortunately. So what I'll probably end up doing is just swinging with the law first. Yep, I'll swing with the law and reduce the Kuma. I'm not going to do anything with it, but might as well use the reduce effect. Then I'm going to attach 4 to lead and go 9 at lead. I'll take that one as well. And then I'll play down that 4-drop Shanks again. Hopefully it survives, but most likely it'll be removed somehow. So it's on to his 9 Dawn turn. If he doesn't remove the Shanks immediately, I will use the Shanks effect on his first swing, but I would imagine he deals with it. So he takes out 2 Dawn there, so that means probably a Zeus or another Nojiko. It is Nojiko, so he's going to bounce the Shanks to my hand again. Then he's going to probably start swinging at my leader. He's going to go 7 at life. I will use leader ability and give him a 2k. Now he has one more swing left with his leader. Just has to decide how many Dawn he's going to give. Yep, he's going to go 6 at lead. I have to decide if I'm just going to take, and he's going to draw with that take. And then for 6 Dawn, he plays out another Kuma. So it's a little bit spooky for me, but I should be able to stabilize. So now I'm on my 10 Dawn turn. I do have the 10 drop Shanks, and I'd probably like to get that down now, because if I don't get that down now, I'm not going to be able to do it later. So I will play that out. And then I have to decide if I'm going to deal with one of the Kumas or not. If I am going to deal with the Kuma, then I should swing with Law first. So I'm going to swing 7 at life and then reduce the Kuma down to a 4k because of the minus of the 10 drop Shanks. Unfortunately, he takes it and gets a Kikunojo. So that's pretty cool for him. Now I definitely have to deal with the Kuma. So I'll probably swing 5 with my leader into the Kuma, who's now a 4. And then if he counters out, I'll swing into it with my 10 drop Shanks. I'm just making that decision now, because if I think I have to deal with the Kuma. Because if I don't, he's going to go really heavy into life. Yeah, I'll swing 5 into the Kuma. He's probably going to counter out here. Gives me a 2k. And then I have to swing into it with my Shanks, and unfortunately that'll give him another life, but I don't think I really have a choice here. So I'll swing 12 into it, and then he'll heal, and I'll pass. So the goal this turn is to not take a ton of life, because next turn I want to drop the 9 drop Shanks and stabilize a little bit. So I need to take no more than 2 hits, ideally only 1 if possible. He's just deciding how he wants to approach this turn. Looks like he's going to swing with the Kuma first. He's going to go 8 at life. 8's an awkward number for me. So I have to decide if I'm going to take. I do take, so that'll let him use leader ability and draw a card. Now it looks like he's going to be swinging 6 next. I have to decide if I'm going to be using leader ability to get out of this in combination with another card, or if I'm just going to give up a 2k. I do have a couple 2Ks in hand, so I could afford to do that and then save leader ability for the Kikunojo swing, which is what I do. So I use a 2K there. Then he's going to go 6 again. And now I can probably just use leader ability plus a 1K to get out of it. I just got to decide which 1K that's going to be. If it's going to be the Lucky Roo or if it's going to be the Beckman. I'm tempted to keep the Beckman in hand in case I need to get rid of a blocker or something later. but I am going to get out of this swing because I don't want to go to 1 life, because then he's threatening lethal next turn. I'm just thinking of which card I want to keep in hand. So I will use leader ability and then give him the Beckman. And then for 6 Dawn, he plays Boa, which bottom decks my Uta and then prevents my 10-drop Shanks from attacking this next turn. The Boa is annoying because it prevents my 10-drop from attacking. However, because it's an 8K character, I'm able to play out my 9-drop Shanks for 6 now. So that is one plus of him playing that for me. And I think my best play is to play out that 9-drop Shanks. I'm going to start out with a 6 to life, and then I'll reduce the Kuma. You're just going to go ahead and take it. And now I'm going to play out that Shanks for 6 Dawn because he has the Boa out, which bumps my leader to a 7 until the end of his next turn. He's going to use leader ability, trash out Marco, and then give me a 1K. And then for 4 Dawn, I'll play out the Shanks again. And hopefully this time it survives. I feel like I'm in a pretty decent spot because my board is fairly large and I'm a 7K leader now. It looks like he's going to rest 2 Dawn, and then he's going to play out the Zeus to KO my Shanks. He has to take the top of his life to do that though, so at least this time he's not just bouncing it to hand for free. He has 8 Dawn left. Because I'm a 7K leader, it's a little bit awkward for him to swing into me, especially because I have the 10-drop Shanks out right now, which minuses all of his characters. So his Kikunojo is a 5, his Kuma is a 6, and then the Boa is a 7. So the Boa is the only thing that can swing without a Dawn attachment. So he's just going to go play out the Odin and then pass to me. The Odin is kind of menacing, but thankfully I have another 9-drop Shanks in hand, and so I can just play that out and feel pretty safe. Six of my Dawn are going to be taken up by playing out the Shanks, so I have to decide how I'm using the other 4 Dawn. I'll probably use at least some of it to attach to characters to swing, and then keep one up for like a Divine Departure. So I'll probably start out by swinging with the Law. So I'm going to go 8 at life, and then I'll reduce the Kuma. He's going to use leader effect and then a 2K to get out of it. And now I'll probably just swing 10 with the Shanks. He almost has to get out of this one because if he doesn't, then it's going to be a 12K after the 10K swing, and then I could swing 14K with my leader if he takes both of those. But I'm still deciding if I want to do that to start, which I do. I'm going to swing 10 at life. And he's just deciding if he wants to counter out. Which he does counter out, but it's with his entire hand. So now I'm just going to play out the Shanks and then swing 7 because he has nothing in hand to counter with anyway. So no need to attach any Dawn. So I'll go ahead and rest 6, play out the Shanks, bump my leader to a 7, and then I can just swing 7 at life. He's forced to take, and then 12 at life. He has to take that one as well. So now, as long as I survive this turn, I should win on the crackback. And based on his board and what I have in hand, there's no way that he can get through. Because I'm a 7K leader, I have the Divine Departure, I have a 2K, and I have 2 1Ks. So no matter how he divvies the Dawn up, I should survive. The Odin is a little spooky, but because I have 2 life, I don't have to worry about it too much. Because the only threatening bodies are the Odin and the Boa. So he's just doing a little bit of math before he wants to start swinging. I think he's going to swing with the Boa first, if I remember correctly. Being a 7K leader is just very good, especially into this matchup. But it's good into most matchups in general. He's going to go 7 at life. Or no, it's 8 at life, actually. So I should counter out of this one, because I can use leader ability and a 1K. So I think I should give up probably the Kobe. So I am going to use leader ability and then give up the 1K. Now he has some more math to start doing. He's going to be swinging with the Kuma next. So he's going to go 7 at life. I can just give up a 1K for this, which I think I should. So I do give up that 1K. And now he has to hit me 3 more times to get through. And the fact that I have Divine Departure still is really good. So I have Divine Departure and a 2K left. So I am in very good shape here. Next, he either has to swing with the Kikunojo or leader. They're both 5Ks, so it doesn't really matter which one. But he needs to save the Odin for last to go with a double swing. So it looks like he's going to attach the Dawn to the leader. He's going to go 7 at life. I think I can take this because I can get out of one of the Odin swings. So I'm just doing a little math in my head. It wouldn't hurt to counter out here either, but because I can get out of one of the Odin swings, I can just take it. He uses leader ability and draws a card. And now he's going to go with 2 swings with Odin. So it's going to be, it looks like 10-10. So it's going to be 10 with the Odin, then he's going to use the Odin effect, restand it, and then go 10 again. And he doesn't really have another choice here. He has to go with the Odin. Yep, he's going to go 10 at life. I can just take that one, so I do. Then he's going to use Odin effect, bounce back the Zeus, and then go 10 again. And then I use Divine Departure and a 2K. And that's the game. But that was a very fun game, and GG's to Frank. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. Have a good one.